And I'll burn myself, I just had to touch it. But it's so fine, and it's all mine. Hey, baby, and we don't mind all the watching. Hi, cause if you study close, real close, they might learn something. She ain't nothing but a little doozy when she does it. She's so fine tonight. And as long as I got my suit and tie, I'ma leave it all on the floor tonight. And you got fixed up to the nines. Let me show you a few things. All dressed up in black and white, and you're dressed in that dress I like. Love is swinging in the air tonight. Let me show you a few things. Let me show you a few things. 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 Show you a few as long as I got my suit and tie, I'ma leave it all on the floor tonight. And you got fixed up to the nines. Let me show you a few things. All dressed up in black and white, and you're dressed in that dress I like. Love is swinging in the air tonight. Let me show you a few things. Let me show you a few things. 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 Show you a few
We're getting cracking right now. Just give us a sec. I'm trying to get all of this because today's the public day, so I have to post my links everywhere now. Give me like I know, just chill out for a little bit. Just chill out. Just listen to the tunes. Relax. Get your mind going. Get your coffee. Get your drinks. Get your note, pen and paper. Write your notes. Um, we're gonna talk about a lot of like significant stuff today. You know. So, again, just give me a second and I'll get us popping. Fuck my drink. Ooh. Hold on, hold on, hold on. All right, we'll get going. Shit. Okay. Okay. Since you got down on me. You got down with me. Yeah, yeah. You got down with me. Yeah. Got down with me. Hey. You got down with me. Got down with me. What the fuck is this shit? Sorry, I just have a random ass playlist play on. Alright, well, let's get this cracking. We done. Elements. Dun, 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 dun. Alright. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I always forget to have it takes a little bit to get set up because oh shit, I kind of want to, actually I'm just gonna disregard this because this is more important real quick. So whatever, it won't work. It's not working. Okay. Let's get this going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Transition. Okay. What up, everybody? It's your boy, Sausage Heavy, signing in live with. That's not a Loom update. I mean, I cancel out of all this shit. Okay, now we can officially fucking start how to post all our links everywhere. Excuse me. Alright, everybody. So what happened over the last 24 hours? Well, our initial thesis was correct. We did break down from yesterday, but what sucked, it was hilarious actually, was like when I was, yesterday was my girlfriend's, not my girlfriend, but my girlfriend's birthday. So we went out to the clubs and stuff, and I knew this was the weekly open of this week, and price failed to close below it, and I was like, man, you should probably take profit. You should probably take profit, dude. But I was like, you know what? Just lower your stop, and so I lowered my stop, so I had risk-free trading. Cause I entered out of stop sell, cause I assumed that once this was going up, that this was gonna continue up and break that high, and come down. So I placed a stop sell underneath that low right there. And once price went that way, I entered that stop sell, and I dropped my stop from when it was up here down just past my entry, so I could, if the price was to come back at me, I would not have a loss, and that's exactly what happened. Came back at me, I had a really small gain, no loss. It is what it is, but lesson learned that these levels are very important. And I didn't make this indicator for no fucking reason. Like this indicator right here, I didn't create this indicator right here for no fucking reason. To show us the weekly low opens and stuff. I did not create it for no reason. It plays an extreme role. Look how well this level was tested. We were trading below the daily open, and so the weekly open was tested. And now that we're trading above the daily high, the possibility that this high is getting tested is very strong. But we must maintain this level here. If we don't maintain this level, then it's just gonna carry on to the downside. It's that simple. So again, our initial thesis was correct. Unfortunately, if you were held on to that short like I did overnight, you'd come out with no gain. And it was unfortunate because I was up 6% right there, and I was so close to closing, but I was like, you know what? Let your TA play out. If it plays out, it plays out. You win big. If you lose, you lose nothing. So that's what I did. And you live and learn, right? You live and learn. Is this my Elliott Wave account? Okay. So let's just dive into. Okay, we already discussed just real quick what we need to see in order for a continuation up, and what we need to see for a down movement to the downside. Again, if we maintain this level for the next day or two, 7,500, I have a very strong feeling that this top right here is going to get ran. And there's a lot of air right here. This area will get taken out so quick. So quick. It'll slice through like freaking warm butter in a hot-ass Arizona day. So not only is this going to slice through it. If price is able to get up and close above this range right here. Promise you. Well, I can't promise you, but I have a strong feeling it'll run. You know, like in previous instances when price got above the range high of the previous day, you see what happens. Price flies, especially if it's a very tight range over a long majority of the time. Price likes to continue on bullish. We must maintain this level within the next 48 hours, 24 hours. Trading below that, and I'll be interested in shorts again. I did not get on any of these two opportunities for a short. My niece is over, so I was tending to her this morning. I was playing with her and stuff, and so I didn't get to. I saw this opportunity, but I didn't have time to look at it fully, so I didn't trade it. Anyways, let's move over since we discussed the price action aspects of it, closes and weeklies and stuff like that. The monthly open, I believe, is right here as well. That monthly open is right there. So again, the big key is if we're able to close consistently over the monthly open, then that will be our huge indicator that we're gonna move up. If we start closing above that monthly open right there. So far, we just cannot get an hourly, consistently hourly closes over this level. Not bullishly, at least. Like, these were not bullish. Like, that one could have been bullish, but we sustained that, but that was a bearish candle. That was a bearish candle. This was a bearish candle. So that level is very strong for obvious reasons, a monthly level. Very strong monthly level there. Gets back to the Elliott wave count. Okay, so what is going on here? Again, if you weren't here with me yesterday, just to reiterate what I said, in my opinion, time is up to find a valid top for wave 4. Because my initial thesis was that this was A, this was B, and this is going to come up for a C for wave 4, and then this is going to continue down like this. But time is up. Time is up. And so since time is up, I cannot say this is the count. I now have no real primary count on the high time frame. But I have a good idea of what could happen if things start unfolding or start seeing things. Oh, Zavana. Let's go over here. I like seeing the levels on the 13-minute time frame. To me, they stand out a lot better. Okay, so the green and red are your range highs and lows for your week. And the theory behind the ranges is once price gets out of the range, price likes to move. And it's very true, because it's like, for instance, when the weekly opened here, here's the weekly open, we signified our range to be, before it went up here, it was here and here, right? Price went below there. See how there's no volatility on that range break? If this was going to be a true range break, it would have went like this, and then it kept going. But it wasn't a true range break. We broke it, flooded around it, took off the top side range, and then volatility happened. So the idea behind ranges is that once those ranges break, volatility should happen, and if it doesn't, see how quickly this happened? See how this pitter pattern around here? If it doesn't happen quickly, and then shit. And then your blue is your monthly open. I didn't want to clutter your stuff with the close and high and low of months. I think that this data right here is enough for you to have an actionable, build an actionable trading strategy out of, in my opinion. And then the gray, dark gray is a D1 low. The white is a D1 high. Yellow is a D1 open. Cayenne is or aqua is your week 1 open. And like I said, your ranges are different than these. You know how your high and low? See how your high and low? These calculations are different than this calculation. But they have the same idea. Same idea. Once price gets above or below the I could actually, honestly, I'm probably gonna change this. I'll say D1 range high, D1 range low. Because they do the same thing. Once price breaks the range, volatility likes to happen. Both ways. Price broke the range, volatility happened. You know? But anyways, yeah, so that's it. That's all that is. Okay, Savannah? Anyways, let's jump back to our Elliott wave count here. So again, time is up. Time is up. The way I signify time, if we were going to make it a logical 1, 2, contracting flat. 1, 2, oh shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is going to be 4. Then we would have to make, and according to the time, a 3-way pattern in this amount of time. Max amount of time here. And did we do that? One could argue, hey, maybe this is your A or W, or this is your B or X, and this is your Y. Triangle. W, X, A, B, C, D, E. That'll literally be the only way this goes to the downside. The only way. But I don't like that because that's including this low as part of this structure. And I think that this low is part of this impulsive structure here. Because I was a firm believer that this was a leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 4. 5, completing this entire structure. And then coming up for the new wave 4, supposedly. So it would be hard for me not to consider this part of this structure. But if this was to break low, this would have to be the count. I could not see any other logical count as per Elliott wave that would break us lower at this point. Because, like we said, I'll move these. Because like we said, this is a 5-wave rise. In order for this to be a complete corrector pattern, it had to be a 5-3-5, and we have not, in my opinion, have not got a 5-wave rise on this side. And so if it is going to be a bearish 4 breaking to the downside, the only way we can find that is saying that this is all one move, being 3, 3, 3, and then your X, W, I mean your Y in a triangle, Y, W, X, A, B, C, D, E. But I don't like that. I don't like that because it takes this low, and I believe this structure was all one move again. A, B, C, D, E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I don't like that. And again, the max time we allow was right here, and we subsequently made a low and came back up after that. So again, I think the PA 9K is similar to this PA. What's 9K at? We're at a 9K. Right here, 9K? Or where 9K? Up there or over here? Right here. Well, we'll wait for that question to be answered. So, again, it'll be very hard for me to say this breaks to their downside at this point, just the way I study structures in time. It's hard for me to say that this would be part of this structure. I believe this is part of this structure, being a simple flat here. All this is 3, triangle, and 5 coming down to the downside. And so this is either going to be a 5-3-5, and in my opinion, this is not a 5-wave rise in any sort of facet in this area. So in my opinion, it cannot be part of this. And so I'm still looking for it somewhere. And in my opinion, it's gonna come. In my opinion, I think it is really gonna. I think it's gonna be really, really true. Again, a break of hard invalidation of 6,870. A break of that level on the closing on a 4-hour time frame would definitely have me. Is it going to pump or dump? Well, my friend, we cannot say that for certain. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. This flat right here. I'm watching this structure. I'm watching this 5-wave structure here. The only issue with this is that we broke this, right? Came up, came down. Unless we get a flat pattern like this. Alright, let's just discuss what I think could happen. Again, I'm unbiased right now. I'm honestly unbiased. I am leaning bullish on my higher time frame charts account. Don't you think it'll pump to 7 point and then dump? No, I believe if it goes up, if it breaks 7.8, it's going to go up. It's going to keep running. There's so much liquidity up here. In my opinion, that all this would get ran. All this would get ran. Look how big these, look how gigantic. Look how big these wicks are. Look at all these wicks. There's a lot of people's orders right there. Right there. But the same could be said about this downside right here. And that's why I said a break of 6.87 would be, in my opinion, a telltale sign that this is going to go down to the downside. The only way, again, to reiterate, the only way I see this happening, a break to the downside, below 6.8, is that if this is W, this is X, and this is a Y being A, B, C, D, E barrier triangle, which we can allow for that because, again, the higher time frame, you could give or take a few days on your time aspects, but you don't want to be, breaking the rules by too much. And so, just because our time aspect said you had to have a high right here, doesn't mean this could be the high and we could break below and it won't be valid, because it can still be very valid because how close the proximity is fairly close still, from there to there. So that is this count is still open. That count where it breaks below 6.8. But I believe if we break up, we are not going to come back down. That's just the way I believe. It's just because the way time works, we cannot move up anymore. We cannot. The way time works. If this is going to be a bearish structure, we cannot. If it's gonna invalidate us, it will move back up. So moving back into a smaller time frame. If you weren't here with me yesterday, I deemed this one structure, all this one structure, and all this a structure right there, flat A, B, C. A, B, and C. This, to me at first, I thought was a running flat. A, B, C. And this was going to be a W, X, and a Y. But I thought it was going to break this level here. But we didn't get that. So, and we subsequently hit a 5-wave impulse from this fucking low. So, what can you make of this as an alleyway trader? Well, 5-wave impulses only fit in very specific areas, right? In my opinion, this is a very clean flat, and I cannot distinguish it anywhere, any way else. So if that's a 5-wave rise and that's a flat and that's also a 5-wave rise in my opinion, and that's a 3-wave move and that's a 5-wave rise, how can we piece this together? So 2 ways. There's literally 2 things here. Either this is some complex from here to there, is some complex corrective phase that we just cannot count. But in my opinion, I just can't see it. I just don't see it that way. And this is actually, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I do not think this is going to be happening. It's just, to me, it's to call that a, one and all that like an A, B, C, or W, X, and a Y would be very, it doesn't really go well, it doesn't flow well. The pattern doesn't fit, it doesn't seem correct. So I wouldn't be one to say that's our primary. But what I do like is this WXY still. But I'll tell us little rules on the smaller time frames to make sure we're not getting fucked. So A, B, C, A, B, C. Oh wait, shit, my fault. Sorry. B, C, W, X, and a Y. It's not exactly perfect. Not exactly perfect. And since we made a 3-wave move, we couldn't say this could be C, A. That's fairly close, but not exactly perfect. So the 2 structures I'm going to be looking for over the next 24 hours to show itself are, like I said, if we hold those daily levels, I'll be looking for this trend line right here off those 2 highs to break on like this 13-minute time frame, 5-minute time frame, and I'll be longing that, expecting this to break up like that. How that fits into the larger time, larger count, like I said, this will be our low. This will be our initial impulse rise, either whether you deem this one. It's very hard to say what the exactly this count is, besides saying, the cleanest count to me is this being a flat. That right there. That center part being a flat. Structurally, one could argue this is a wedge, a diagonal wedge, and so maybe is it a wave 1 that we just can't count because it's so ugly? Maybe, but I'm not going to say that because that's just hoping. You're not really basing everything off any real facts or details based on your primary analysis, which is the LA wave in this case. So I want to do that. So what I'm going to be looking for is if we maintain these levels for the next 24 48 hours, I'm going to be looking for longing setups and continuations once this trend line is broken to the upside. If we lose that level, I have a feeling this is going to do this, that, this, come up in another 5-wave rise, make this flat here, A, B, C, A, B, and then this will come down hard. I would most likely long and break at 7.6. So here's why. Again, the fact that we made a 5-wave rise off this low is it could be bullish. Could be bullish. So watch the structure. And this was such a clean Elliott wave count. So clean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The cleanest 1, 2, 1, 2. Like the cleanest Elliott wave count I've seen in a while, man. One, two, three, four, five. So here's 5. Here's your flat again. That's why I'm kind of bullish. You know, I'll be bullish if that breaks because this could be a possible 1, 2, and a 3. The only other option with this being a 5-wave impulse up, like rising up, is that if this is a flat and that's a sell pattern. If we break below that level, we're going to be selling any moves, any bullish moves to the upside, any move coming up against us. Because I think this would be a flat. There. That's 5 waves. This will be 3 waves. That'll be 5 waves. This would be a 3-wave move in regards to this A, B, C there. The other option is that this is actually bullish. And this is actually wave 1 of a giant impulse. And this is 2. And this is about to break up for a big old giant dildo. And that's why I'm saying draw that trend line on your 5-minute, 13-minute time frame and watch it. Especially if you're a day trader, watch it. Watch it, and see what happens. I believe if price gets below the highs of yesterday, liquidity is going to start, that's where it lies, and price is going to start flying, alright? Next, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on. Yeah, it's fairly bullish. The fact that we hit this low, came back up, and it's trading above that is pretty bullish, man. Pretty bullish. Oh, by the way, look how clean our indicator was. Very clean. He sold the high yesterday. He could have bought this, but in my opinion, I wouldn't have, because if you see this, we're underneath the slow line, and we just crossed red, so that wouldn't have been a buy for me. This would have, that sell though would have been a good sell, because like I said, we had a very obvious Elliott wave count, breaking that X pivot. What's your opinions on long versus shorts? I'm not a big, well, dude. The biggest issue with the long versus shorts issue is that I don't know where to find the correct information. I thought I was looking at the correct information at one point. Then someone's like, hey, they don't actually update their stuff. This is actually not real. Or they don't update it enough, so you're probably not looking at the most correct and most accurate information. So, if someone could give me the correct location to find this data, then I'll wholeheartedly give you my 100% honest opinion about long versus short. I will say this though, you never want to be the popular trader, especially if the popular trade if it's seen. So like if it's public, you don't want to do that. You're just asking to be taken out, asking. And so just don't do that. Just don't do it. And by the way, if you want to trade, so you know how this turned red, even though this is still bullish? This strategy gets you in quicker, but if you wanted like a more safe strategy with this indicator, then you would flip these. You would flip this to 30 and flip this to 5. All that does is flip your colors, so you won't long until the actual high time frame trends over bearish, and right here is actually bearish, and actually gave you a really good short opportunity. I'm gonna have to develop this strategy for everyone a little bit better. Not better, but I have to like actually look over it, write rules down and notes to this. 'Cause I think either way, either having this, trading primarily the high trend, you know, it'll tell you when it's bullish when it's flipped over the 50 on the high time frame, or bearish when it's flipped over under the 50 on the high time frame. Or if you want to flip it the other way and trade, once the low time frame flips 50, you take that risk and try to enter it. It just depends on what kind of trader you want to be and stuff like that. But this worked pretty fucking well. Anyways, I'll discuss how to set that up later after we're done, okay? Let's look at East real quick. That looks like a hard sell side on Ethereum, to be honest with you. Yeah, if Ethereum can start trading above the weekly open, or closing above the weekly open and monthly open on the 2 hour or 1 hour time frame, I'd be really bullish. Again, I'm a believer that this was a flat. That was C, that was A, and that was B, and that was C. Firm believer. Firm believer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C. That's why I was bullish right there, but I thought it was going to be a much more explosive move out of that, but nothing that has not happened. Underneath the daily low today. Structurally, internal structure on the small time frame on both Ethereum, to me, look like it wants to come down and test the lows before moving up. But again, I want these levels to be respected and show me what's going on. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is right here. This one move, that is our sales. That's our reversal signal right there. That is our reversal signal. All that's left now is this move to stay below 151 and 40 cents. And if we do that, this is going to turn over. That's just how our reversal rules work. 1, 2, ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC, 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 ending diagonal. Once we break this line, it's game over. Bullish. But for now, I think this could all still be A or W, B or X, and Y or C. And I will be a bullish on the Ethereum as long as it maintains 135. 135 to 140. Closing above this, and I changed my mind. Like I said, trading above that, I changed my mind. But for now, this looks like a flat within a bigger flat thing. And we have, you know, Bitcoin kind of helps us with that, because again, I cannot see this as being the start of an impulse. I can't. It just doesn't make sense to me. You know, because like I said, if we deem this the low on all the coins, which either this is the start of an impulse or another corrective phase, and to me, this looks all corrective. Yes, we made a 5-wave rise from the last low, but this also looks corrective. If I want to see something real quick. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, it's just the same. That's the only two things that could happen. This is a flat that's finished now. We come down, or this is 1, 2, 1, 2. Only two things. Only two things. Okay. So let's get to what else we have to cover. Litecoin. Litecoin. By the way, starting next episode, I'm going to leave a tip jar for myself on the bottom corner of this chart of my stream. That's going to be my Ethereum tip jar. Just because I've had some people ask me that who aren't in my group, like, hey, is there any way I could tip you? And I'm like, no, there's no, I don't need any tips. But I've gotten so many of that now. I'm just like, dude, why not? Why not? When you're providing this shit for free for people. I mean, if you want more of my, you know, you pay for me inside my group if you want more of me. But for those people who don't want more of me and they still want to tip me, I'm gonna allow that for now on next stream. But for now, let's continue on. Let's go to Litecoin. Dude, this thing works so well. It's not even fun. I need to change it up though. You're bullish all the way till right there. And when it broke that is when you start looking for the other way around. You had a very obvious 5-wave impulse there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since it broke below there, you know the chance of it being an actual wave 5 was very high. You take that short because not only was you have divergence on this RSI, but the regular RSI showed you that had a kick-ass short signal here, and there you got it right there. Boom, kick-ass short signal, and now it's trading underneath that, and so you're gonna just keep waiting for it to elude. Anyways, let's go to. I just wanted to check out these oscillators real quick just to make sure I didn't not miss anything in the lower time frame here. My nose is so freaking stuffy. Give me a second. I'm gonna blow my nose, man. 1 sec. 1 sec. All right, 1 sec. I'm not gonna blow it loud, so don't worry about it. Okay, I can breathe now. Kind of. What's up, man? What up, my guy? What up, man? Sorry for the mess. If you miss what I been talking about, you can catch the replay later. We don't have to rewind. I will always upload this. Albeit that YouTube doesn't ping me for copyright infringements, because I tend to do that with my music in the background. I have to go back and fucking edit it all the time. Total. I don't know why this runs like shit sometimes. Chevy, what up, bro? But I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm gonna change where my music's playing from. Yeah, the song is fire as fuck. But I'm gonna change where my music's coming from. Give me a sec. Changing my music source. I feel like that was the big issue here, since I'm in a party here at my fucking house right now, so that's why it's fucking loud right now in the background. So sorry for all the noise in the background.
switch flows. You gon' waste all your time
Okay.
on the line at rock bottom or is jumping like 6
Let me know
or
if-
jumping like BC back in 2000. When a hook for me, hey, you got two
Still a little
down.
laggy, man.
I'm acting brand new now. Who work hard as me less than a few now? I feel like I never been shit. Never been more than a slave in the eyes of the white man. Shit, I really swore I had the right plan, but I fucked the pack up, cause I like to like grand. Fucking time to hit the strip and I ain't got no block. But you swear a bullet hit you every time you rock. I'ma post up on the same fucking block, even if it's snow, hail, rain, oh yeah, fuck the cops. I'm just in a different zone that you try to clone, now I have to mourn, or you rapping sound fucking lost. I just hit a red bone, but she had a clone early in the morning, both of y'all get fucking tossed. Never really thought that I would be all up in the office talking about salaries. Y'all offering something I made when my homies got tired of wishing and fantasies. Cause I'm on a
fucking piece of shit. I need a new graphics, new processor or something. I don't know. More RAM, something. So let's go to Litecoin. So again, all our assumptions were right, except it didn't go as low as we thought. Let me try. See. So I just like to look at the chart and just analyze it just by and this has been my Litecoin chart for the past fucking 6 months, it feels like. And the fact that this hit a minimum target of what we needed it to, as well as, in my opinion, really giving us a really clean WXY. Because this is why I kind of like leaning bullish with Bitcoin too. Even though like initially I thought this was gonna call for one more low. Same thing with Litecoin, you know, 5-wave rise from the low. As long as we maintain this low, we're bullish. So if you're a swing trader, buying now with your stop below here is not a bad R to R in regards to both price and time. Shit. You would really want this to hold though. It says this is a linear diagonal in itself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but don't like that. Don't like the how the trend lines match really. It's a possibility, you know, a 1 and a 2, a 3, a 4 and a 5. Possibility. If we continue up, that would be it, but with how close like Litecoin is to the low, I would assume this ping pong's in here. So flat. That's all one move. This is either start of an uptrend or this is doing, since this was a three-wave move, some three-wave move, there'll probably be something like super choppy like that. 3, 3, and like a 3. Break above the last high, that's 46.50, and I'm bullish on Litecoin. Even just, I would even say 56.22, 56.30. A break above that high is bullish. But the way this looks like we should on other coin, on all the other coins across. It looks like we should come down one more time. But if you're a day trader, what you're watching is that trend line across the entire market over the last two highs on the last day. Break over that, and it's a good chance that this is actually going to continue up, okay? Stay below it, and our initial thesis that we're going to come down one more time before up is true, okay? So the big thing about ETH BTC is that I think that this is actually a bullish structure forming at the bottom, and I have been thinking that for quite some time. We're missing this. We're missing this. We have this here. Now we're missing it. We're missing it. Now it's just trying to figure out where it's going to come and when. In my opinion, this looks incomplete. Oh, this can form a contracting flat, you know. I'd be perfectly fine to move up. Must hit minimum requirements though. And it has not. Oh yeah, it has. Actually, it has. Actually, it has. If we break this trend line, I'm bullish. Just that simple. I'll even be watching that one. But breaking that one would be the big kahuna. Because that would mean this was... I mean, you could say this is one move. You can say that's one move. Doesn't matter. You can say this is ABC. You can say this is ABC. They both work. But the fact is that this is the impulse, this is the correction, and this is the impulse we're looking for. That's all we have to pay attention to. That's what we're looking for. Look at this thing. Initially, I thought this was going to start coming down. But this thing looks like it could keep freaking moving. Technically, 100% bullishness is over this level because that exceeds the corrective phase, you know. To me, this is all corrective, though. To me, this is all corrective. In comparison to that. One may argue that this is the correction, you know. A, B, C. This is 1, 2. It's running for 3. That would be the bullish case. On XTC. A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's hard to say with something with so little data, you know. Anything can happen at this point. It's all on speculation and stuff, and you're better odds using like fundamentals and stuff in this case. One thing I wanted to look at real quick was never mind. I'll tell you. Well, yeah, I actually do. I could have sworn I had. Maybe I have to find it. There's this chart I want to look at from a long time ago. That is, I don't think I can find. I don't know where it's at. We'll look at it later though. Yeah, I think that's just most likely going to be true. Alright, let's move on to FX. FX. I thought I saved it. Oh, I did. Yeah, again, gold itself is on. It's on watch for a swing trade. To me, that's A, and A, B, C, A, B, and C, or W, X, and Y. In my opinion, this looks like a giant flat. So I could definitely see it. This is what I see, you know, for sure. This is definitely what I see. And until I'm proven wrong, I'm gonna still believe this. The trade point is once this trend line breaks. That's your 100%, and not 100% certainty, but that's like your most. That's when most things are aiming your way. You know, most confirmation at that point. Is it possible that this is your like a diagonal of some sort? You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, maybe. In my opinion, this fits better right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not longing this because of the higher time frame, looking like it wants to turn into a bearish structure. I'm not gonna long this. I'll long it though if it breaks that trend line and gives me confirmation of a trend shift. But until then, I think the chance of this continuing to roll south is very high, just due to the fact that on the higher time frame on gold, that it looks like a bearish setup. Okay. We'll see. In my opinion, we'll find out over the next week in gold where we're gonna go for where we're gonna go in price for the majority for like next 3 months or longer. The way we've had thrust down this so at this point makes me really believe that this is part of this. That's just the way I feel. Sorry. It's hard to say that this is part of this. I wanted to say that this is ABC there originally, but that's so perfect. This is a 1.61 extension to the T, like literally perfect. And so I was like, fuck. The break of this trend line is very bearish, though. So I think Euro NZD is going to continue to roll south. And in my opinion, the confirmation would be if when we break this level right here at 167 and create like a flag. Or a flat. And then I'll be targeting 1.5. 152, 151. DXY, again, no real change on DXY from the last time we looked at it. I'm still with this. Broke this pivot up, move up in less time and complexity, and we're below, and we're still trading below the pivot that we broke in less time and complexity. This is how reversals start. So you have to pay attention to them. If we start trading above the X pivot on a daily, I will throw this away. But until then, I'm still bearish on DXY. Now for the bigger aspect, you know, we'll see. Cause I'm not sure if this will be a giant A, a B, and a C, or if this is gonna be, you know, all one move here, and then it's gonna come down like this. It could be either way. We won't know until we get to these levels and see how price reacts. And once price reacts a certain way, then we can distinguish and figure out an actionable trading idea. USD NOK, same idea here with USD NOK. I really like the setup because how overextended we are. Broke this pivot in less time and complexity, but we're not really trading below it. We're trading within it. That can still be seen as bearish as long as the 618 of that move down isn't regained, and that's why I have this here. And yes, I'm still with this. As long as we stay below here, I think we fall. It is possible that this has now completed a completed flat. And now this actually continues down. Oh, so horrible. And the reason why I think this is the case on USD NOK, not only do I'm bearish on USD, but the chart itself looks like a gigantic running flat. Either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is even more bearish, or 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, which I think is going to be our case. And this is going to be what, 5. You know, that's why I think this. And we have our levels here to state, you know, where we can't cross and where we can cross. Closing above 9.233 on a 4-hour time frame will get me to start getting away from this. A break of 9.06 would be, in my opinion, a telltale sign that this is indeed correct. If you're not in a trade, this is a great trade to go into, especially if you're on a swing trading account, because this has a lot of potential for a lot of movement with very little drawdown, in my opinion, from here to here. Because your stop would be just below the high. Here's the high, you'd be right here. And USD NOK, Euro NZD, DXY, gold, NZD USD. So the range high, I still think this looks like it still has a really good potential to it. This is also a really good setup here. Yeah, I'm with this too on NZD USD. Damn, yeah. This, the higher time frame count, it could leave you guessing. It could leave you guessing for sure, for sure. Again, I don't try to fall in love with counts on the higher time frame on Forex. I just look for a general idea on Forex and structure, and then I go into the smaller time frame to see if that idea could actually be true. The way we have some sequentially broken the low here and then came right back into it, that is inherently bullish. That's bullish, known as like a swing failure, whatever you call it, swing whatever failure, where you break a level and you swing right back above it or below it. SFP, swing flip, whatever you call it. So that could be the case here, and this is why you never want to go all in on the trade, but this looks like a very high potential ABC here. Leading diagonal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some sort of W, X, and Y. W, X, and the A, B, C, D, E triangle or barrier, whatever you want to call it here. A, B, C, D, E, whatever you want to call it. And this is C. Or the other option, like I said, it's a more bullish one, where this is actually a gigantic impulse. 1, 2, 3. And it'll be very easy for this here. For this to be true to the downside, we want this pivot right here to be broken. Once Monday and Tuesday comes around, and if this breaks down like this quickly and breaks that pivot within faster than it did to get from this to there, you're going to be looking to short this move up like that with your stop just above that high. That'll come down like that. But if that doesn't happen, you don't want to be into that trade. If it flutters around like this, then I'll probably end up just breaking up. You want it to break down in less time and complexity. That's key. It's key. That's essentially it, though. Let me know if you have any questions. I would be happy to answer them right now. Right now. XRP. Ooh, that hurts like a motherfucker. Yeah, I could see this as a giant running flat. It is crazy how well the daily respects the color codes I gave to us. It is literally pretty fucking crazy. And you wouldn't necessarily short, you know, you wouldn't short the blue because it's still blue, momentum's still blue, but you'll take profit, buy, take profit, buy, take profit. Now you would short there because you had a sell and momentum turned red. Take profit, sell, 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 take profit, sell. Well, you wouldn't sell because it was blue. So you probably, if you would have took that short, you would have took a loss because it ended up being staying blue. You would have bought there, took profit there, and so far you're just waiting to see what happens. Well, you could have went short because it's red now, but anyways. Yeah, this looks like it has a very good potential. In my opinion, this all looks like one move here. 1, 2, 3, 4, truncation and fifth. And that's why this was so explosive, is because this was truncated. A lot of things aiding that idea. A. This was honestly, this was probably supposed to be an A, B, C, or something like that. But this move was so powerful, it took all this juice. So this was probably all A, B. This has a good potential of being C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So not only does my Bitcoin chart depict a very similar count, but Ethereum kind of does too. And this also has a very a good logical count that this could also be a flat. And we're in C wave. Obviously, your invalidation would be a break of the low, but to get you one step ahead of the curve, I like to use the 618 as your point of interest. I mean, it's possible, like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. A, all this is B. I'm bullish on XRP as long as it maintains whatever the fuck that number is. I don't feel like reading that. 0.00002653. Yeah, I do believe this has a good high potential that this could be a flat. This is a flat right here. A, B, C. This is one move. A, B, C. A, B. 1, 2. All this is 3. 1, 2. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If Litecoin can get, I mean, if Ethereum can get, XRP can get back over that level, I'll be bullish. Well, even more bullish. If we can get over the weekly open, I'd be really bullish. But in terms of Elliott Wave, the level you're watching would be right here. On the upside. Closing over it is bullish. Closing over the weekly is bullish. But I can see this. This looks like it's missing something. I'll be willing to be a buyer down here in this range with a stop loss below that low. That gives you a really good risk reward ratio and a better risk reward ratio than trying to buy this shit that we could assume that's either a completed move or not. In my opinion, it doesn't look like it's completed, so I'm not going to say it is, and therefore I'll be more willing to buy lower or buy on a confirmation of transit on one. So if you have any, no way, my team is winning. Oh my god, 33-13, motherfuckers! What the fuck? No way. Hallelujah. Fuck the Panthers. Ow. So if you have any last minute questions, please shoot them my way. Into the strategy we have here. Actually, let's just do this. My pleasure, man. So very simple strategy here. Very simple strategy here. So even though I said to buy, you wouldn't have bought because it is red. You wouldn't have taken profit. It said to sell here. You wouldn't necessarily sell because it's blue, but you could if you have a very. Here's the only way you could counter trade this indicator. Is if you have a very obvious and valid Elliott wave count with some divergence showing. So like we had a 5-wave impulse here, our diagonal, and we had divergence from here to here. See that? So all reasons to go short on that high or on that short call, even though it's green. And then your confirmation of this idea being true would be like that flipping red, which it did, flipping underneath the trend aid line, which it does here, and then flips red there. That's just 100% confirmation. And then trading below the opens, bearish. Take profit there, possibly short there, take profit there, possibly short there, take profit there, possibly short there, so forth, so forth. And right here, possibly could have got you a little trouble, but as an Elliott Wave trader, we knew not to do that. And again, if you really wanted to be funky, you can switch these around so you're 100% trading the higher time frame, so your colors doesn't screw you up. See, notice from here it's all red, basically. Right here it's all green, essentially. Oh my God. I think I might change this to this. Getting some pretty good movement out of Bitcoin here. Again, I'll be very interested to see what happens. Yeah, I think I'm going to switch this around on this one. Because, yeah, the other way got you in more, like, the bottom and top more often, but this keeps you in the trend better this way. You gotta, it won't catch you, like, the top and bottom like this, You gotta sell there. Then cross to there. So it all depends on what you want to use it for. Yeah, I'm a Falcons fan. Fuck yeah. Out metal, baby! ATL, Dirty Bird, son. So, let me know what you guys think, Which way would we want it? The other way around? So now the color flips with the slow line, not a fast line. This gets you in. This gets you in trades quicker. because it shows momentum, you know, shift there, and you're above that.
Never chase a ball into the...
You would have got out of your trade there and into the trade there. So this allows you to get in the bigger moves better, but then you get chopped up possibly more often, you know, with the smaller moves in the inside. So you have to figure out a way to curb. We have to figure out a way to curb that bias here. And again, you don't need the SRSI. I don't have it on. Usually I have it just like this. Alright guys. Hey, shoot me any last minute questions. You have, and I'll answer them. But this is a pretty fucking powerful little tool here. Everybody in my group is going to get this because I want us all to succeed. I want us all to succeed. And I believe... Yes, trading the high time frames is a lot fucking easier, but if you're wanting to try to trade to feed your hunger and your fucking addiction, and you know, and get like a lot of practice in a short amount of time, but still have an actual trading plan, I think this is gonna be the one for us, especially on like the 13-minute time frame. I wouldn't try anything lower. Yeah, the 5 minutes still has some good plays, but there's a lot of, you know, you have to be going high leverage with or either high leverage or extremely huge trading account to be playing each one of these moves and have them profitable. If I were to trade these moves, I would just get 8 and up with fees. 8 and up with fees, because my account's not that large to account for all of those fucking trades. But this is very actionable. Again, let me know what you think about this. Do you want the fast line? Because right now our fast line is what dictates the momentum. As soon as the fast line breaks the 50, that's when momentum shit's blue or positive. Or do we want it the other way around, where we're truly trading the slower time frame, and you want the slower time frame color dictating the momentum dictating color, like this. The only unfortunate thing about that, you won't get into those moves that, you know, those big volatile moves that happen at the end of like an alleyway pattern. You won't get into those as much. Like right here on the last one, it got you in here, but on this one you wouldn't have got in. So let me know. Let me know. It just depends on which kind of trader you are. This would be better for our trend traders. This way right here when it's flipped this way, and this way would be better for our intraday traders. Like me, 560 here. So let me know. Give me some feedback. I want us all to succeed. I will build all the tools we could ever think of to try to. Dude, I'm telling you, dude. We're gonna break the code eventually when it comes to this shit. Until then, we're gonna use Elliott Wave and all this shit to fucking dictate our trades and stuff like that. But we're gonna break the fucking code eventually. Whether it be with this indicator, with that indicator, or something else. Down the line, we're gonna break the code. It's only a matter of time. It's just who I am. I don't give up until I get what I want, and it's just that's just how it's gonna be. And what I want is the fucking code. And Elliott Wave's cool, fun, and it helps me a shit ton in trades. Like, we would have never gotten into this trade so fucking perfectly if it wasn't for Elliott Wave. We would have never gotten into this trade right here perfectly if it wasn't for Elliott Wave. We wouldn't have gotten to this long back when it happened if it wasn't for Elliott Wave. So like I said, Elliott Wave does a lot of good things. But I'm now looking for the extra confirmation, the extra tool to really be like, bro, listen to this along with the Elliott Wave and bang bang. You feel me? So it's only a matter of time. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. It's close. I know it's close. I know it's close. I fucking feel it inside of me. It's close. Whatever it is, we're gonna attain it. It's just a matter of fucking time. Just a matter of time, alright? Anyways, let me know if you have any more questions. I'll be happy to answer them. If you're in my group and you do not have access to Chevy, I'm gonna probably rename it because I don't honestly know what it's called for you guys. So I'm probably gonna take this code, rewrite it a little bit, and then publish it for us to use, okay? With that though, I appreciate everybody rocking with me. Thank you for tuning in. If you're not in my group, thank you for tuning in. If you are in my group, thank you as always. Much love to the fam. If you like my video today, if you like this live session, please hit the like and leave a comment below. I'll always read those comments, and I'm always looking for feedback to see what I can do better, to see what I can keep doing that's good. You know, I live off your feedback. I want your feedback. It helps me figure out what I need to do better, what I need to work on, where I need to grow. So please, if you can do that for me, I'll love it. If you want to subscribe, that'd be even better. If you want to hit those notifications for when I go online, because I don't always display my live sessions publicly, hit that notification so you never miss a session with your boy Satoshi Heavy, alright? Till then, you can catch me about this time next, well not this time, about 11 a.m., 10 to 11 a.m. this time, 10 to 11 a.m. next week on Sunday. You can catch me doing the same thing. And yeah, hopefully this week's ideas and this week's opinions and stuff will give us some actionable trades this week. So thank you again for tuning in. This has been a pleasure. This is your boy Satoshi Mother effing Heavy. Someone's fucking calling me. Dude. I'm so tired of this fucking this car company or dealership keeps fucking calling me. And I'm about to literally just go the fuck off them because I don't need their car. I found a car I want. I'm working with a dealership on someone else. And he just keeps fucking blowing me up. And I'm about to go murder his babies. Not really. JK. Anyways, thank you again for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Catch me next week, Sunday. And we'll get this thing cracking. Alright? Everybody have a great day. It's Sunday. Get out. Be blessed. Have some great time, some good friends. Go tell your family you love them. Go tell your dog you love them. Go tell your girlfriend you love them. Boyfriend you love them. Make sure you express that love. Alright. So, catch me next week. Until then, you can just listen to this fucking music, bruh. Peace out.
DJ, down with the tune.
So you're a tough guy, like you're really rough guy. Just can't get enough guy, just always a puff guy. I'm that bad type, make your mom sad type, make your girlfriend mad type, and seduce your dad type. I'm a bad guy. Duh. Like you really. So you. I'm not bad kid. Just can't get it.
I am waiting till the to your yeah. I put in work on the days, got me feeling great. Blow and theory straight to your face. Work on the base, got me feeling great. Blow and theory. Yeah. Straight to your yeah.